Let's go get that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
we yep. Someone can check it real quick.
Icon, shalom.
Shalom.
Right. Before we get started, we're going to give all the glory and honor to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, All right, double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. All right, peace and safety to all the sincere occupants I have pushing the truth. All right, we few of the brothers here in the Atlanta campus, we just want to push out a spirit, man, of what is the title of this video? The Israelite male is powerless in America. All right, and if you can't see that, then you're blind, man. If you feel like you have power as a man, especially a man that knows he's an Israelite, you ain't wrapped too tight, okay? So let's go ahead and just get the scriptures rolling on. What's the first one we want to go into? Let's go to Isaiah 3 and 12. Let's just start with that. Isaiah 3 and 12.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Mm-hmm.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths.
Read that again.
Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Yeah, children. All right. And who's the child that's being there? Speaking up right there. That's Esau. All right. And you read Job the 30th chapter. It speaks about he who is younger than me has me in derision. All right. Esau is a child, and that shows us right there that we have a base man ruling over us. We literally, and I said this to somebody one time, I forgot what brother it was, but we'd be better off if actually the Lord would have put dogs over us, literally, like four-legged dogs. If he would have raised up four-legged dogs and put the spirit on them, and they would have put us on leashes, the world would at least been better off, because at least a dog has enough sense to cover his shit in the yard, or not live where it takes the shit at, and so on and so forth. But Esau, on the other hand, underneath his rulership, he's allowed men turn into women, literally. Yeah. Women to turn into men, literally. He's done an amazing job of stripping all your power. Here it is, the women of our nation. They get all the best jobs, all the masculine jobs. You brothers ever be at a construction, like where they doing street construction, and you drive by they have the people with the signs, and you drive by the little stand. Most of the people that work out there be women. And here it is, you be thinking to yourself, like, how could I want that job? Right. But women, they get all the good jobs.
You have women working at AutoZone.
Yeah, AutoZone.
Telling you about car parts. Women security guard.
Cops, all your cops, firemen. You see the person in the back driving the back part of the fire truck is a woman. Women, all your manager. A woman should not even be. First of all, the word manager, the key word in it is man. They everywhere. These women are set up in positions that you men could never get, and that's all because of the so-called white man. Keep going.
Start from the top.
Yep.
Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
And even on the other side of it too, the children. You can't even do nothing with your children on the side because this goddamn devil has stripped your power. It used to be a time where, like, if your mother, when I was growing up, if your mother wanted to whoop your ass in the store, she did.
Right.
Now, you got to walk you basically got to take your child to the car, drive the car to the back of the parking lot, whoop their ass, and tell them to wipe the tears away so nobody can tell that you put your hands on them.
Yeah, if you're not being watched.
If you're not being watched. You see? And this is the world that we live in because we are under the rulership of this goddamn devil.
Yep.
All right, keep going.
Continuing on, it says, "O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err."
Yeah, who is the Lord talking to through Isaiah? To the men of the nation of Israel, the sons of Israel. All right, matter of fact, somebody real quick to prove that, get Proverbs 8:4 real quick. All right, so Isaiah is speaking to the men. Now I said the men are what? It said not the men, but it said they lead thee to what?
It says, "They which lead thee cause thee to err."
So everybody's leading us. All right. Everybody leads us around as little puppies, man. Like as the picture of this, the screenshot the brother edited, we're lions in cages, man. Hell, we're not even lions, man. We've been demoted to house cats. Declawed, and we're declawed. We're not only are we neutered, we're declawed. So we just in the house, just getting fat and unhealthy. You know? So is that it lead them to what?
It says they which lead thee cause thee to err.
To err. And here it is. Leave it to the so-called white man. Everything he does is to your error. The woman, every decision she makes is to the error. Everything that you have the right mindset in your head. And it's like, nah, really we should do A, B, C, right? Because A comes before B, then B goes C, right? So let's do A, B, C. But leave it to everybody else. Nah, scratch that. It's A, then it's a pound sign, an arrow, and an emoji. What am I doing with this? And you got to go along with it because you are powerless. The only power that we have is in the scriptures of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. All right, now read that real quick in Proverbs 8:4. Somebody got that?
I got Proverbs 8:4. It says, unto you, O men, I call.
Yeah, unto you, O men, Israelite men. Because the Lord deals with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Something that this world is blind and deaf to. There's no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in this place. This place is destitute of that. If that was the case, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in. It wouldn't be a Me Too movement. You know, it wouldn't be such a thing. All right, because all this has done is give these feminist crackpots a voice to complain about every goddamn thing. Men have periods too. Leave it to these goddamn women. Women can anything you can do, I can do better. This is confusion. All right. Now, what was anybody? What y'all hold scriptures?
I got you. Okay. It's 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is YAHAWASHI, and the head of the woman is the man.
You know what that is? Order. Keep on.
And the head of Hamashiach is Yahawah.
That's order. That's the point. The Lord set up order in this thing. All right. Yeah. Yahawah is over his son YAHAWASHI. YAHAWASHI is over the man, and the man is over the woman, and the woman is over the children until that child reaches the age of becoming a man or a woman. That is the simple order of things. But in this society, this devil got everything topsy-turvy. Matter of fact, in Psalms 82. Psalms 82 is that 4?
Yeah, because you know, like this is just a backward society. Here it is, you know, women are under the impression that no, we got to be equal. You know, they always push that equal thing, you know, as a means to supersede your authority. Okay, to basically negate or you know, negate her being submissive to you. You know, no, we gotta be equal. The man is not the head over the woman. We're equal,
and we're saying that because that's these women's witchcraft.
Yep.
These women don't want equality. When a woman says she wants equal with you, that really means she wants you in servitude and her to be the ruler over your ass.
Yep.
That's really what it means.
That's what it means. And they use they'll use Christianity to do that, because you know how they say equally yoked.
Yeah.
You know, that's a Christian thing that they use to basically push that power for the woman. You got it.
Can I add to
Yeah.
If you look at that word head in 1 Corinthians 11, the Hebrew word is to follow, to follow. It says anything supreme, chief, or prominent. It says a person's master, lord of a husband in relation to his wife.
Yeah, that's what the word husband means.
Yep.
Husband goes into that's your Lord. Like the scriptures speak about Sarah called Abraham Lord. All right. The proper order of things is our Lord and Savior is YAHAWASHI, and we as the men are you women's lords and saviors, and you children, man. But this is in this society, everything's out of whack, man. It's completely backwards. You got that in Psalms 82, somebody?
This is Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
All of them, not a few. All of it. Everything is out of whack, man. All right. And what Esau, to being the devil that he is, and what he did is the first thing he did when he put us in captivity is he put the woman over us, man. All right, because he knows psychology, and he knows here it is in our society. And here it is in his realm, the white man's realm, up until now, because why? The curses is coming on his ass. But when you go back into so-called white man's history, going back as far back as 1950s, before the liberation movement, Esau had his woman in servitude, man. You could do a quick Google search and different advertisements that came out where basically there's pictures of a woman's place, and she's basically down by his shoe, But what did he do? He kept his woman in order so long as he could, but he made sure to make our woman get all bold and buck wild against us, man. Because he understands that if you throw away the balance, you throw off the balance of a household, everything is completely just shot. And it's going to completely crumble around you, because women aren't even fit to make decisions on what's for dinner.
Right.
They're not even fit to do that. That's why really a man is supposed to just slop the goddamn, hey, we eating chicken tonight, cook it.
Yeah. That's why Paul, I believe it's 1 Corinthians 7, I believe, but he basically said, if you have wives, be as though you have none. Because us in this truth, we move like we don't have a woman. We cook for ourselves, we clean for ourselves, we do everything because what? Because the women that we with, they're Americanized. So they don't, that whole concept of a woman taking care of her man is is thrown out. Now, of course, you have women that take care, Israelite women that take care. You have a few good sisters, but even still,
they don't got it, man.
They don't got it, and brothers for the most part, even brothers that have women, I've seen brothers they still cook and clean and do things, do things that the woman should be doing, And
what are these women? What are these women's first response to you when it comes to that? Well, if the man is paying all the bills. That's an American answer.
But that's that witchcraft you was talking about, because they put it in all the songs, they put it in all the TV shows. Yeah. Esau puts this stuff in there to naturally get the women to go against the man. And then you look at that feminism movement, like you said, like Esau, he'll have his women out there on the forefront of these feminism marches, but they'll go home and cook for their man. Meanwhile, the women of our nation, they go home bitter and angry, and that just carries on to the fact that they think they're the man.
Yep. And that leads to the men of our nation being effeminate, because the children of our nation, they look at the woman as the strength. Now, there's this post that I saw on social media where you had the mother and her husband, or the man, left the house, and then the woman was like, I don't need a man. And the little girl, the younger girl was like, I don't want a man. Then the son was like, I don't want to be a man. Woo. That's how it goes. It trickles all the way down to where the son is like, he sees as the strength of his. That's why. How the fuck do you got a Tyler Perry movie, Medea? Yeah. When you listen to the story of Medea, where he goes into that, he said that the strength that he saw in his family was his goddamn grandmother. This is the society. This is why we entitled this, the Israelite male has no power. We don't have no power outside of these scriptures and what we're doing right here. That's why we come together. And we're going to transition into this lesson in the fact of, because it's more of an open front to it, the fact that these women, when all hell breaks loose out here, that's when we really going to receive that power, man. All right. Right now, by Esau still got the chains and the key, It's okay. We still powerless. We still in our prison. But when the Lord released us from this prison, oh, everything going back like that.
Yeah, that's right.
You got something?
That's right.
Bring it up.
This is Psalms 119, and I'll start at verse 85. It says, "The proud have digged pits for me," which is the proud, which is Esau and so-called and women. You know, they hinder the so-called black man or the Israelites. You know, from our natural state, you know, weakening the man that the brothers is going into, and we see it on an everyday basis, man.
Yep.
You know, we see Jake walking 2 feet behind a woman holding their purse, man.
Carrying the diaper bag.
And the baby. They said, "The proud have digged pits for me, which are not after thy
And
law."
the pits, Apostle Gabar always goes into that pit. That's where the word system comes from. System means it goes, I forget, I don't know the word, but the word system goes into the word pit. So these systems that we're enchained into, all right? The government, the institution, the educational systems, the prison systems, all these institutions that are around us are pits that this devil got. And every system that you in, if your ass go to jail, who's the COs in that mostly? Women.
Yep.
If you get locked up and go to court, most of the time your lawyer and your judge is going to be a woman. You go to school to get an education, most of your teachers are going to be women. The principals, women. Counselors, women. Across the board, women are in. This is a woman's kingdom, man. This is a queendom.
Kingdom, yeah.
This is a fucking queendom.
When you look at the word of America, man, it's a feminine word.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, you got the Statue of Liberty. You know, you got all these cities named after feminine names, man.
Mm-hmm.
The whole vibration of America is up that Queen of Heaven spirit.
Yep.
So,
Let me finish that again.
it says, "The proud have digged pits for me, which are not after thy law. All thy commandments are faithful. They persecute me wrongfully. Help thou me."
Yeah, you, like we were saying earlier, we was using the example of as some of us, we do Uber and stuff. And we've been in situations where women will get in the car and they loose. They telling you everything they want to do to you and how they want to do it to you. But if you just gotta sit there and just, oh God, you know, you shaking in the boots.
Fighting the urge.
Not even the earth. You scared. But here it is, a woman. If a man gets in the car with a woman, and you get a man, damn, I want some of that. That chick gonna hit some tracking. She gonna hit 911, a silent 911 button on the app.
Yeah, they got them apps, them ringer apps.
Ringer apps. And your ass is gonna be thrown on, be all over the news. The Uber driver sexually assaults innocent woman. God damn. You can't even flirt with a woman no more. You can't even ask a woman out.
And you can't, and these chicks will have their titties exposed.
Oh, yeah. Forget about it.
And these chicks will have their titties exposed, and then you know you make a move, and you a pervert.
These chicks will say, these chicks will say something like, there's a picture that'll float around, a man shouldn't date a woman that dressed like this, or whatever. Or would you be cool if your boy brought his girl over and she had on whatever, some shit, right? Nipples showing and all that. And in the move, the whole thought behind it is, as a man, that, well, men, just because I wear this rape culture or whatever, you shouldn't, you should be able to control yourself. If you throw a piece of meat into a lion's cage, do you get mad at the lion for wanting to eat the meat? That's how just bone-breaded and mush-brained these women are.
Yeah.
These women will go out here and push this free the nipple movement. They want to twerk their ass. They want to do all these things. For what? That's the culture that this society pushes. Yeah. But again, like me and the brother was going into before we cut the camera on, when all hell breaks loose out here,
right?
That ain't gonna level the playing field. It's gonna push you women back down and push us all the way up.
Yeah.
Because you women, you're falling for the okie doke because you don't have wisdom. You thinking, here it is. As times get worse and worse, more and more of these women's clothes are coming off. Right. That's how like bird brain they are. Think about it. We in the middle of we just left a government shutdown. we're in a recession.
We're in a national emergency.
We're in a national emergency, right? All these bad things happening, but women are fighting. Watch, what is it? It's March. We about a few weeks or so away from spring. Watch by the summer, man. You don't even gotta go to strip club. Just walk your neck, just walk up the street, man. All right.
Go to the gas. Let's go to the gas station.
Go to Walmart.
Go to Walmart.
You see what I'm saying?
Sundress season.
Sundress season, as they call it.
Verse 87 says they had almost consumed me upon earth.
Almost consumed me on earth.
Almost.
Almost is the key. You almost got us. You know how you didn't get us? Now, somebody, I need to hold what you got real quick, but go to Isaiah 1. You would be as Sodom and Gomorrah. You almost got us, but what saved us is the spirit of YAHAWASHI. Because we see it. We see the pit that you was digging for us. And you know what? All of us was in the pit.
Yeah.
But through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we were able to climb out the pit. Okay? Now read that real quick.
This is Isaiah 1 and 9. Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant.
A very small remnant. That's the remnant was the ones that didn't get taken by that foolishness. Okay? Keep going.
We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
Yeah, we would have all been destroyed. We would have all been destroyed if it wasn't prophesied and if it wasn't of the mercies of YAHAWASHI to have an elect. Okay? So read that one more time. It's a beautiful precept.
I'm gonna read the whole thing.
Yeah.
It said they had almost consumed me upon earth, but I forsook not thy precepts.
The precepts, the wisdom. That's the only thing that we got, and we find our power in. We don't find power in a gun. We don't find power in money. We don't find power in how many muscles you got. You know, we don't find power in the wisdom, and not the wisdom, but the knowledge of this world, because the scripture said that we are strong, we are weak in yet Mashiach Yahawashi, and we're strong in Mashiach Yahawashi. So where we find our strength in is the fact that we have the spirit.
Right.
Of course, brother.
That's that transition of power that the brother is going into. All because we didn't forsake the law, statutes, and commandments of YAHAWASHI. That's why having the truth and doing it is so important.
Sitting, man.
You know, or else we'll just be like any other weak dude that's out there, man. You know, and we're not going for it, man. You know.
Nope. We got what you have, brother.
All right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of the sinner fall upon her.
Yeah, because with a woman, these women, they basically have a license to sin in this society. There's things that women can do, like for instance, women by law can abort their baby now up until like a few days before the baby's born. That's murder. All right? That is straight up and down murder. These women can get, here it is, you working with a co-worker or somebody, and her stomach all the way out the goddamn here. A few days ago, you was feeling the baby kicking and shit. But then she decides, because she might get mad at the man or whatever, now she can go pay some money and basically murder the baby. That's wicked. Without you as a man having any ability to say anything or nothing on it. Here it is, a woman can decide to kill the baby at the last second. But you as a man, if you decide you don't want to take care of a baby, you're the worst fucking thing on the planet Earth, man. Women have a whole nother realm of wickedness in them, man. Yeah. Go ahead and bring it out.
If I just get into this too, it says, the scripture says, let the portion of the sinner fall upon her. Because the thing about it is, brother speaking, before the camera came on, women out here, they're drunk off that Babylon juice, man. So they think that they're untouchable. But at the same time, the Most High, the same way that Esau used the women to set as a snare and as a trap, they don't understand it. They fallen right into that same snare and trap that they were used to set up for the men. But because of that remnant, they don't understand that the portion of judgment of a sinner is getting ready to fall on them for all the wicked deeds they've done, man. Because they haven't even attempted. And talk about this too, as far as, dealing with a woman. Don't try to tell a woman, about the name of the Most High, because they stuck on Jesus, man. All they want to hear is Jesus.
That's it.
So all the wickedness and all the sins they've done, this is built up. They're not even seeking the proper avenue to repent for their sins, man.
Because it's not in their spirit to do so. When you read Job 39:17, it tells you that the Lord deprived her of wisdom. And then when you go to Ecclesiastes 1:20 or 22, it tells you that the root of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. They don't have no fear in them. That's why they do everything. That's why they talk shit to you. That's why they move around this world as if this is the kingdom of heaven, because they don't got no fucking wisdom. But here it is, us as men of the Lord. What are we're pushing this vibration out to you other men so that you can get your act together, so that you can be right in the eyes of YAHAWASHI, man. Because it's going to get uglier. See, listen, this thing is going to continue to get worse. It's going to get worse until it can't get no worse anymore. And that's when the Lord going to crack them clouds, man. But up until that point, more and more women is going to get more and more power, man. This Me Too thing is, it's low key. It's an attack on all you men, all of us.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah. The men's, you had this bitch on TV one time talking about, or on social media or whatever, saying that we should gather up all men and destroy them. That's the mind frame of women.
That's a mind frame.
And I always talk about South Park. There was an episode of South Park where they had Bill Clinton and I think Cosby, and they were going around. They were like, "You don't understand, women. They want to put us in little dungeons and just basically milk us for our sperm. They want to basically imprison us and milk us for our sperm. They use it what they want to. That's how they look at us. Because women have a real strong penis in them.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. All right.
And they have a real competitive mindset. So that's why they always compete with the next woman. She like, nah, this is my man. That's why women, they're not okay with the idea of sharing one man.
Because that's submissive.
Yeah, because that's submissive, and they feel like a sense of entitlement. They feel like the man is the possession.
Yeah.
This is my man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He's mine.
Yeah.
No, bitch. I'm with you. With me. I ain't with you.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna get a preset real quick off the comment board. The brother should come. Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
Yeah, read that Ecclesiastes 7:26. That's the point.
It's Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death the woman, whose heart is snares and nets.
Yep, part of that pit. They're gonna find some way to drag your ass into that pit, man. All right, keep going.
It says, in her hands as bands, whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
That's what we just read in Ecclesiastes. The sinner shall be overtaken from her.
Probably say too, your brother Kamal here did a lesson, just on the basis of not, running after your woman, man. And if she want to leave, go ahead, man. We're not in the spirit of chasing after these women, because at the end of the day, man, there ain't nothing but another headache.
That's it, man. That's it.
Man, you ain't gonna get nothing but another headache, man. So just be pleased with what you got, man.
That's it right there. What else? You got hold on something else? Yeah, bring it out, bro.
Isaiah 29:16. It says, "Surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's plate."
Yep. Go ahead, brother. Break it down.
And I was going to say, and this going back to this place being totally out of order, man. The brother brought out in 1 Corinthians the order in which things should be set up. All right, and this place is totally contrary to that. All right.
Totally.
I got some.
Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 5:20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness. Yeah, so just adding to the brother's precept, how everything is backwards. You know, here it is. Women are evil. You know, you gotta say it with emphasis. Hey, these women are wicked though.
Yeah.
But in this society, they're good. In this society, these women get all the followers. They get all the likes. They can actually make a living off of just posting pictures.
Yes.
You know, make good money off of posting pictures of their ass.
I seen,
You know,
not to get outside that, but I seen one woman who was making a living off selling pictures of her feet.
Yep. I'll read again, Isaiah 5:20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil. So really, you know, it's the so-called white man to blame. It's not, you know, the women are just benefiting off of what Esau has already set up. You see what I'm saying? But they're doing it in wickedness, of course. So, but really, they don't get the full blame. Really, Esau, he set it up that way. Okay, he emasculated the man. He set the woman up over the man, and the women are just benefiting. They're enjoying the benefits. They're enjoying their run. They're enjoying how the court systems favor them.
Yep.
They're enjoying the welfare benefits and all the different goodies that the so-called white man gives them. You know, and that's basically what Esau has set up. He's set up evil. Everything that's evil in this society is good, and everything that's good is evil. So, hey, what is good? A righteous man.
What does it say in Ecclesiastes 7? I know we didn't read it, but it tells you that King Solomon said, out of 1,000 men, he found one righteous man. But out of 1,000 women, he found none. So that backs up the point of what the brother's going into about the fact that the men of the nation of Israel are the good. But here it is on this society. We are looked upon as the evil crap, the low lives, scum, all those things, when really it's really right, like you said, set up by the so-called white man, and that's just these women, man. These women are evil, man. They're evil-hearted, okay? But you know what? As righteousness is starting to fill this place. Matter of fact, go to Habakkuk 2 and what is that? 2 and 14. Wisdom or knowledge shall cover the earth as a sea. Because as the Lord is pushing out His vibration.
There's just one more part of this.
Go ahead, brother.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And we all know how bitter the nigger woman is, man.
A bitter black woman. All right.
But that's sweet. In this society, that's sweet. You know, a bitter black woman gets her way. You know?
And it's like, why are you bitter? You're getting all the high-paying jobs. You're driving all the luxury cars. All right? It's because in your spirit, you know that a man is supposed to rule over you. And you can have hundreds of thousands of dollars, living in nice neighborhoods. At the end of the day, you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American women are bitter, really, in your heart, and that's why you're single. And all you got is a bunch of niggas' phone numbers. You got a nigga from Monday through Sunday, like Apostle Hart said. Well, you know, woman will be like, "Don't call me on Tuesday. Call me on Thursday. That's when I'm gonna deal with you." That's all you women got to look forward to. A nigga for every day of the week. That's why you're so lonely, and when you wake up, you're bitter. Because you actually need a man to lead you. And none of these guys outside the men of the Lord are fit to lead you.
That's right. I'm about to say real quick, because that they're drunk. They're not sober minded. Right. So it's like they were in the spirit, as brother said, they were naturally created in the spirit to really serve a man and you know, do womanly tasks, man. You know, rear the children, you know, take care of the homestead, so to speak. But because they're drunk off of Babylon juice again, they're not moving in the energy and the vibration that the spirit was created, man. That's why he's so bitter.
Yeah.
West is a mess.
Because, you know, if I can say too, most of these other nations, they got their women in order. You go to the Middle East and all that, they women not acting, you know, the way our women are. And if they come from over there and come to America and see how these women act, their women are disgusted with our women. They look at them like a piece of shit.
And America has such a big influence that them women wind up getting influenced. Yeah, they wind up getting influenced, taking off that damn hijab. You know.
They're taking off a piece at a time.
A piece at a time, yeah. Hey, the mother, the grandmother, you know, she keeps the full customs. Then the mother, you know, she keeps a few of them. You know, she a hybrid. She a hybrid. She a hybrid. The daughter is just totally Americanized, straight GMO. Yeah. Yep. The daughter is just totally dealing with niggas and all.
Yeah.
Just a goddamn knock. And now here it is. She came from over there, and she come over here, and she's a dyke.
Right.
Yeah. It's just crazy, man. We got. If you don't understand what we're pleading at, we're pleading to the Lord to come get us the fuck out of this place, man.
Yeah.
We gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta say it that way. You know, excuse my four-letter language, but I can't say it no other way. Matter of fact, get Ezekiel 9:4. Yeah. Cause we gotta get the fuck out of here. This ain't life. This ain't real. This ain't real where we have a beast man, the so-called white man, who was once eating the shit out of his drawers, ruling over us, and then he put our women over us, and our women are totally gone. We are just like, this is the worst case scenario on all angles, man. Like if Job was cursing the day that he was born, what hope do we have outside of YAHAWASHI? If King Solomon in all of his glory said, everything under the sun is vexation and vanity, therefore I hate life. He spoke that way. What more us in 2019 in Babylon the fucking Great, man? This ain't living, man.
Yep.
These women can't, just across the board to hell. And this ain't just simply a woman thing about bashing women. It's about the fact that this is what we living in, man.
Yeah.
All right, we are, like we said before, we're a lion, we are declawed, we're neutered, and we ain't got no teeth. Matt, would you be afraid of a lion with no teeth, no claws, and no nuts? That you laugh at a lion. Think about it. What's the scariest thing about a pit bull? His teeth that lock in. If he ain't got no teeth and he just grab you, it's all fucking gums. You're gonna laugh at his ass. Slap him around, put him in a headlock. You ain't afraid of that same dog.
That's what they do with snake. Take the
fangs out.
The venom in the venom. Yeah.
And then there's a pet snake.
And then there's a pet snake.
Ezekiel 9:4.
Yeah. This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry.
We're sighing and crying, man.
Yep.
We're the only men that sigh and cry.
Yeah.
These Christian men, the men of our nation that's in other doctrines and philosophies outside of Israelites, and specifically the men of Great Millstone. We're the true sighers and criers, like how Bob Marley had the wailers. We're wailing, man.
Yep. Go ahead, brother.
These guys in these other Israelite camps, they're completely opposite. They're all catered, to the woman. Here it is. We're on the battlefield week in, week out, and they got their women out there with them, man.
Yeah.
So we're like the brother said, we're the only ones that sign and crying for the abominations that are out there.
Yeah, because if you don't, the thing is, if you don't see the issue, then you won't be sighing and crying. If you can't actually recognize that there's a big issue, then you're not going to be in the spirit of, damn, this place is fucked up.
You're a part of it.
You were part of it, exactly, throughout it. That's why the scriptures say, though hand join in hand, they shall not be unpunished. Because these people are joined to this place mentally. Like the brother said, these Christian men, Christian men are the most emasculated, soft, biggest saps on earth. Because what? Because they don't even realize that they're powerless. They don't even realize. See, and that's why we're so passionate,
Yeah.
and that's why we're complaining about this this issue, is because we are recognizing how much power we don't have that we deserve as Israelite men, as being YAHAWAH, being sons of the living power. Here it is, we're sons of the living power, and we have nothing. We don't have any. You know, we're low, man.
That's why the scriptures say that you men as Israel ye are gods, but ye shall die as
Yep, you shall die as men.
you know. So that's what we're experiencing. We
That's
went
the
from
flesh.
being gods to runts. Like we're the last, man. We're the last. And you know what? We're sighing and crying, but we acknowledge the fact that, hey, we deserve it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
We deserve it, and you know what? We're at the end of it too, man. We're at the end of this shit.
This is this is when we come into our power.
We started by acknowledging. The Lord wants us to acknowledge where we went wrong at.
Yep.
You know, and that's why we, like you said, we're going passionate. We're so passionate for it, and we're crying out, like, Lord, we get it. Sorry,
Yeah.
I apologize. Forgive me. Come get me. Come get us. We need you. Like we are literally crying out to the Lord. Sometimes physically, you get so mad with this place that you just in your car and you like, goddamn, what's his name on Boys in the Hood, man? You just
Punching at the air and shit.
you just throwing your fists, man.
Yeah.
You know, because you know why you do that? You know why he did that? You know why what was his name in that movie? Trey.
Yeah.
Why Trey did that? Because he couldn't put his hands on something. Because he felt powerless.
Yeah.
So he went in the house and he just fight in the air. Because he couldn't fight the police. He couldn't fight the problems that's in his neighborhood. He couldn't do nothing about it.
Yep.
So he just had to be in his living room just fighting nothing.
And it's nothing worse than knowing about a problem and not being able to do anything. You know, like, you know, your woman basically can cuss you out and call you all types of B words and all this stuff, but if you put your hands on her, you're gonna go to jail. So that is an example of how we don't have any power. We can't. Here it is. We know all these things about how this place is backwards, but there's nothing in our power to actually. I mean, besides these scriptures, I say. Besides the scriptures and the spirit of YAHAWASHI, I mean, this is the only thing that gives us our power. You know,
This is our power source.
that's our power source. Yeah.
And I would say, and to that too, but let her turn around and put her hands on you and beat your ass. You going to jail. Still, you going to that's going to show you how much power they have over us. All right, you see Bow Wow, for example, he got his ass beat. You can tell by the mug shot.
Yep.
But
He got
yeah,
laughed at.
yep, ostracized, all of that, locked up, got his face plastered all over the news.
And it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right, so he might want to just beat her ass.
Yeah, because he's gonna get ridiculed
Like,
anyway.
gave it to her. Yeah, right.
But on the other end, when so-called Rihanna got beat up by Chris Brown, it wasn't a laughing matter.
Exactly.
And you women claim equality and shit. How come y'all wasn't laughing when she got fucked up?
Right. Yep.
As soon as a man happened to a man, you want to laugh and make memes off the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It goes to that scripture, the earth being out of course, man.
When all hell breaks loose out here, everything gonna be back in proper order. A lot of you women, you gonna catch a Jodeci boot to the chest, man.
Yeah.
A lot of you women, you gonna catch a lot of Jodeci boots, man. Leonidas boot straight to the chest. Right? A lot of you women, you gonna get it, man. Right? Because there's more of you on this fucking place, man.
Yeah.
A lot of you women, you gonna get your ass handed to you, man. When you read the scriptures and it tells you that the wicked, when you speak about it, you really could talk about Eve.
Yeah.
You could when you read the scripture and see the wicked, the earth is given in hand to the wicked. Yeah, that's Eve, that's Esau, but really Eve too.
Yeah.
These damn nigga women, they travel. The average black woman, before she reaches 25, has been to about 3-4 countries. The average black man in America, by the age of 25, he ain't even been in 3-4 states.
He's been in 3-4 jail systems.
Jail systems. All right. These women are they go about however they want to. These women one weekend they in Miami, they in Miami for Memorial Day weekend. They in New Orleans for Essence Fest.
Yeah, All-Star Weekend.
All-Star Weekend.
Don't have no job.
Getting flued out.
Flued out.
Hey, I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Because these women are really kicking us while we're down too.
Yeah.
You know, because they know that we're powerless,
Right.
and they take advantage of it.
Right.
So this is Sirach 25 and 23. A wicked woman abated the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
This shit should make you mad, man.
That's right.
This shit should make you real mad to think that here it is, the people of your own nation are causing this much problems with you, man.
Right.
Here it is, you think that you're going home to lay your head down, and you laying your head down with the enemy, man.
Right.
Sometimes your biggest enemy.
Hell yeah.
You know, the so-called white man on the app, like, don't get me wrong, this ain't about giving him a pass. But in reality, and yet the white man, the so-called white man, he causes the problem across the whole board. The umbrella is his problem.
Yeah.
But in between that shit is the woman. When you go to the grocery store, it's always Eve there giving you attitude.
Oh man.
You go to get your license renewed, she there giving you your ass to kiss.
Yep.
You at work, it's another nigga's Eve next to you giving you attitude for 8 to 10 fucking hours, man.
Yep.
Everywhere you turn, it's just Eve. Eve is just right. Eve is like roaches, man.
Right. And that's the example of women kicking us when we're down, because they know, hey, we just you know, not too long ago, men were subject to slavery, hardcore bondage, you know. So you would think a woman is supposed to, you know, comfort,
Empathize,
empathize and sympathize, but really it's the opposite. You know, they give us even more hell, like, nigga, you ain't shit. You know, here it is, we low as a nation, and the man is low, you know, but we don't get no type of, you know, at least you would think Esau kicking my ass, so, you know, I can go home to my woman, and, you know, she gonna ease.
He gonna do the same thing as a celebrity.
You gonna go home, Esau done gave you a black eye and a left eye, and you go home, she gonna punch you in the right eye.
Yeah.
Now you just like, fuck.
Right. You know what's crazy? That's how you know through the spirit. Like these women, they really with it. They really with Esau, man.
Yeah.
Even going back to the garden when the serpent gave Eve the fruit. It was good. It was good to eat. It was good for food. So she really is about. She really like why she really looking at us like, why don't y'all go with the program, man? Right. Why don't y'all just accept the fact that
curse the Most High and die?
Yeah.
Why don't y'all just accept the fact? Eve is like, why don't you just accept the fact the so-called white man is God? That's really in her spirit what she trying to push on us.
Yeah.
When like brother said, Joe's wife told him to curse the Most High and die. She like, put the scriptures down. Well, if you want to read the scriptures, read the way that Billy Bob reads it. Billy Bob reads it this way, and Jesus supplies us this, and just accept it. Meanwhile, we're like, nah, man. We gonna stand firm in what we believe, because the scriptures tell us everything that the scriptures tell us is counter to the world, man. So even that energy and that vibration of just accepting the fact that we're not slaves, man. Right. We're in captivity, but we're princes of the power, man.
That's right, brother.
I got this a little bit more. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a woman is supposed to comfort her man in distress. We're in distress right now, you know, as a people, as a you know, there's an attack. There's a literal attack on Israelite men. You know, there's a target on manhood, but here you have it. Like I said, it says a woman that will not comfort her hand. It's like a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees. So basically, she's contributing to the men's weakness.
It's like you moving and you holding like a bunch of boxes, and your knees is about to give out, and instead of her ass taking one of the boxes, she want to take the one box that's in her hand and throw it on the 8 that you trying to juggle.
She kick me in the back of the leg.
Right, a kick or low sweep your ass, man.
Yeah. And if I can say too, you know how we ultimately is Esau, because they set it up as, you know, you got the love hip hop, you know, the reality shows, these celebrities. That's a world that's set up by Esau, man.
Yep.
You know, and these low everyday women expect us men to live on that same type of level, man.
Yeah.
When it don't work like that, man. They expect every man to have $1,000 to buy you a Jeep real quick.
You can have whatever you like.
Yeah. It don't work like that.
Women are spoiled.
Yeah.
Spoiled fucking brats, man, because they want the nails done, hair done, everything did.
And we working the 9 to 5.
We work on 9 to 5s, and they want us to basically provide for, because the reality is, I don't know if they went up there and told you, but the reality is that a regular 9 to 5, these little jobs that we work in is not enough to support a family.
Right. You texted them.
You know, because we get taxed. You know, these jobs, these little regular damn jobs we work in, we can't support a family off that. So the woman has to contribute. You know, now it's not intended to be. You know, the Most High didn't intend it to be that way. The man was supposed to. You know, in the ancient world, the man was actually able to provide.
Yeah.
But it ain't the ancient world.
It's not.
Exactly.
It's Babylon the Great. Confusion.
Yeah.
We just read in Psalms 82 where everything is out of all the foundations is basically out of whack. So we gotta survive. We're in survival mode. You see what I'm saying? But here it is. We're trying to survive. We just want the Lord to give us our daily bread. But women really, they want, like he said, they stop trying to survive. Just sell out. All right. Be a coon. All right. Accept that the white man is your God, and go get you $100,000 job so I can go get my LeBrons.
Nigga, and do it with a smile on your face.
I'm gonna sleep with another dude while you working 80 hours a week.
Yeah.
And then take half everything.
Then take half of everything.
Oh shit.
It's wicked, man. That's why we want out of here.
That's why you want out of here, man.
That's exactly what I want.
But you know what? It's all set up that way because of Esau, man.
Yeah.
Because even going back to the early 20th century, you can actually support yourself. Even Jake could support themselves, have 8, 9, 10 kids of one income. But you know, going into World War II, Rosie the Riveter, and pushing the whole feminist movement, women suffrage. That was really just to get them into the workforce so they can tax their fucking ass.
Yeah.
And then destroy and separate the household.
Yeah.
You see a woman with that bandana in this day and age, that bandana, she tied to the front like that. Stay away.
Hey, we actually saw that. Me last week coming from camp, we was on Candler, about to make that turn. Right there. And they had the Rose of the River, but she had a brown face.
Wow.
So it goes to show you, man.
Yeah.
And then Esau putting that witchcraft on.
And if I could add to that, the whole that feminist movement that was started by Edomite women, you know, basically, well, you know, everything's set up by so-called white men anyway, but the face of it was so-called white women. But then you had Israelite women that jumped on board, but they didn't realize that, oh, you know what? it don't even favor it, because that whole feminist movement doesn't favor the nigga woman at all. That whole feminist movement was really designed to benefit the white woman anyway, not your black ass. You know?
Yeah, and the so-called black woman has a short-term memory, man, because it wasn't only so long ago, going back to the 50s, that the black woman was getting hung on trees just like the so-called black man. So the black woman has a short-term memory, like the saying, she's already given up the fact that she's given up a true power source, but she thinks she's saying the white man is the God. Only so long ago, you were the target of Esau's terrorism on our people, man.
Black woman she will remember She can remember every fucked up thing that you did with her in your relationship, but she can't remember a goddamn thing the so-called white man has done to her. That's how you know you women are a bunch of coons, man. You're the biggest sellouts. You're the biggest coons. You are the Sambos. You are the mammies. You are all those things. Okay. Now get that in Micah 7 and 7. What is that? 7 and 10.
All right. This is Micah 7 and 10. And she that is my enemy shall see it.
Is that talking about the so-called white woman? Is that talking about the Hamitic woman? How about the Japhetic woman? These women, those women are on no level to really be our enemies. They're slaves. That woman right there is the woman of our nation, and she that is my enemy. She is our enemy. All of them. Keep going.
And she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power?
Yeah, they don't believe. Why? Because right now they are able to get into a brand new Benz with zero money down and pay $500 a month based off of what your ass gotta pay her every month in child support. See what I'm saying? These women aren't thinking about YAHAWASHI coming back.
It says shame shall cover her, because when Yahawashi comes back and the Israelite man comes into power, she's gonna feel like the biggest asshole ever on earth. Good, you know, because hey, and I say this, you women that's hopefully let, you know, that's treating your man wrong. Y'all got a special judgment too. Y'all gonna have to face that shame too.
Because 7 women outnumber 1 man, and there's 2/3 is largely women, man. So there's a lot of judgment coming to 66% of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, namely women, man.
That's right, man.
That's right.
You earned it. Keep going.
It says, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
Yeah, and that's gonna be men of the Lord. It's gonna be trotting you down too, man. You know, because you women, hey, it says in first, we don't gotta get it. Second Thessalonians 1 and 7. It's a righteous thing with the Lord to recompense those that trouble you. Like we said, the main duel, the peanut butter and jelly, that's bringing, is it the Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan of bringing trouble to the Israelite man? The ham and cheese,
Jelly and peanut butter.
Okay, all right. That brings trouble to the Israelite man is the so-called white man and the so-called black man. Well, how many of you brothers find yourself catching hell during the day from Chinese women? Have you ever went through your day and be like, these goddamn Hawaiian women? Have you ever said that? Have you ever said,
Agreed. Women were agreeing with her. These black women agree with, you know, hey, these black women get together in groups to talk shit about the man.
in this day that's coming, in that day in Isaiah 4, when it says 7 shall cleave, we gonna get more and more hatred for you women. And we're gonna make you women in that day, you're gonna have to do a lot of pleading and begging, a lot of boot kissing, a lot of just, you're gonna have to really humiliate yourself to get with us, man. Because the amount of humiliation that these women have brought our way, it's amazing, man. But you know what I say, that there's righteous women out here. The Most High has a remnant. But I mean, really, we might just do that to women that we know we're gonna put to death just for the fun sake of it.
Yeah. Like coming to America, spark like a dog.
Bark like a dog.
Yeah.
I don't like your bark. You know what I'm saying? Now, where we at? We finished Micah. Where are we at? We can go and start.
Yeah, we probably get a couple more.
Bring out what you got. Y'all finished it up. Y'all can break it down too.
This is Psalm 35 and 26. It says, "Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together that rejoice at mine hurt. Woo! Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnify themselves against me."
that rejoice at mine hurt. Yeah, because the title of this lesson is the Israelite man is powerless, and we're hurt right now. We're feeling these curses, man. Brothers working, these low-level jobs, struggling day to day. You know what I'm saying? And having to basically also be awake to all the fucked up stuff that's going on. All while trying to provide. All these things about how the system is so corrupt, and you still trying to move in and out the system and provide for your family. But then you got a woman that basically will totally discredit all your effort.
Yeah.
All the effort that you make trying to provide for trying to do the right thing, you're always being scrutinized and criticized, man. Read that one more time.
Psalm 35:26. Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together that rejoice at my hurt. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnify themselves against me.
Yeah. And we just read that the woman is our enemy. She that is mine enemy. So they're magnifying themselves against it. Just like I said, the women would get together to basically magnify themselves against the men, because that gives them more power. When they basically go amongst themselves and basically talk junk about the man, it gives them more courage and pride, and confidence to be more wicked. And like Brother Abba said, the more and more we get, the more and more this place goes on, the more the woman is gonna have more power over the man.
Right. And the Lord is fattening these people up, these women up with pride, man, just so they can take them humble them down.
Pride before destruction.
Yeah, and we get more humble.
Yep.
On the opposite.
And it says that. It says shame, shame, and what?
It says be clothed with shame and dishonor.
Shame and dishonor. Yeah, so they're gonna feel that. They're gonna feel a level of shame and dishonor that is unprecedented, man. They're gonna be like, damn, I've been treating him like shit. He was right. Everything he was saying, he was trying to warn me and trying to get me in order and basically lead me in the right direction. And they're gonna be thinking like, damn, I've been stubborn, I've been giving them hell, I've been talking back, doing all these things, and they're gonna feel that guilt. And that's why, when I did that lesson as far as when a woman wants to leave, let her leave, because let her get figure out, let her deal with that guilt on her own. She has to deal with the she has to deal with the guilt and shame and dishonor of leaving a potential man of the Lord.
You think about it, how we treat each other with such tenderness and delicacy, because we look at each other and we see YAHAWASHI in each other, and then on top of that, we don't know who each other is in the reincarnation. This brother right here, this brother or that brother, these could be very, very, very special men in the sight of the Lord. But here it is, we as men, we treat each other with such delicacy. We don't talk to each other certain ways. We make sure you're okay. We please forgive me, brother. Like, for instance, I don't know if the brother is watching, but shalom to the brother, Kashakwala, man. On Sunday I had my daughter here, and his dog was barking at my daughter. He hit me up and apologized. Like, bro, it's all good, bro. Like, no, it's okay. But then you gotta think with these women that talk shit about you. They get on the phone with their family and talk shit about you, do all this. And that's why that shame gonna come. Because it's like, we don't know, like, damn, this guy right here, he could be one of King David's sons.
Yeah.
He could be a prophet. He could be one of the righteous kings of that ruled in Judah. You don't know. Like, I don't know that guy right there. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's how. But then like, they're gonna be ashamed if they find out that this whole time I was linked to whoever in the scriptures.
Right.
And that's gonna bring a certain level of like, oh my God.
They're gonna feel fucked up. They're gonna feel fucked
But
up.
you know what? In the spirit, be fucked up. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, that's right.
So we can go ahead and close up. Anybody hold something?
I got something. Go ahead. It's song. This is off the comment board. From the brother. It's Thomas Earlis. Psalm 34:10. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. Yeah, that's right. So the young lions do lack. Going into the topic of the lesson, which is the men are powerless. So us as young lions, we do lack. Okay, we lack in so many ways. But it says, but they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. Yeah, because basically the Lord is gonna take care of his men. The Lord is gonna make sure. Of course, we catch hell, and we have to deal with these different ailments and bullshit here and there. But hey, at the end of the day, we got the Spirit of the Lord. So we know. Hey, we know why we're going through this.
Right, brother.
We know why we catching hell. We know why our women are over us. Okay, and understanding that it's a level of comfort. Also, it's not like Jake in the world. They got to deal with just women talking them any kind of way. But at least we know, okay, she got spirits on her. Oh, she just being a demon. I know that ain't really her. That ain't really her. That's just a damn demon. And that's a little bit of understanding and wisdom that we have to be able to deal with these situations. That was it though. You got it.
I got something. Because really, brothers speak about us being powerless. In a sense, we are powerless. But even with the knowledge you brothers bringing out about a dog, might be missing limbs or I won't have no teeth. But the one thing that we do have is our voice box, man.
That's right.
Because our power really is in pushing this word and this truth out, man. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna hop down and finish it out. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. Because we're speaking about the woman, but really Esau was the one who exalted the woman above us, in the form of witchcraft to really suppress the strength and the power of the Israelite man. But when the scriptures say lift up a banner, the banner that we're lifting up is the scripture. It's the scriptures, man. And we're lifting it up, and we're lifting the banner up to the high mountains of Esau, Edom, and in the midst of that, in that process, we're shining the light on Eve, But according to prophecy, man, Eve's gonna get her ass right, man. All right, when the Most High start running judgment on a high level, Eve's gonna try to the best of her, the same way that we trying to the best of our ability to get right through the Spirit. Eve's gonna try her best to get right, man, and she better hope that she is fortunate, man. Yeah. Just in the same way that we're working on our salvation with friend Trimmer, she better hope and pray that Most High will have mercy on her, man. Right.
The Lord while he may be found.
Mm-hmm. Verse 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones from my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Because we're rejoicing in the highness of our powers, man. Just like we were speaking about earlier, Eve wants to pretty much, tuck our nuts, man. Our physical and our spiritual nuts.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, like they say in the world, all I got is my word and my balls, man. I ain't breaking either one for nobody, man. Right. Because we got the scripture speak about girding up thy loins like a man, man. And spiritually, most importantly, spiritually, man. Right. We got to keep our spiritual integrity, so to speak. I'm gonna jump down. This is Isaiah 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. And that goes into, once again, Esau, Edom, and also you women, man. You women, here it is. The Israelite man, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, it's shown throughout history for hundreds of years that we've been under a constant attack, man.
Yeah.
And instead of joining the fight, so to speak, and doing your part, and as a part of the nation, you want to, like brother said, kick us when we're down, spit in our faces, talk bad. But there's pretty much be a big boy demon, man. All right, but according to prophecy, this is what's going to happen. Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. All right, so we're doing this now. We could be doing other things right now, but we're the Lord is allowing us to do His will, do His work. All right, and continuing in this process, we're being made pure. We're being made valuable.
That's right.
Because we're actually getting and acquiring spiritual talents and spiritual gifts that actually, Lord willing, make us approved for the day that our Lord and Savior YAHAWASHI comes back to judge our flesh.
That's it, right? All right. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and close this up. We pray this lesson was edifying in the spirit. Like we said, that was a beautiful way to close it off, because we're powerless in ways that Esau thinks he has control of us, but what Esau can't control, that's where we find our power.
Right.
So with that, we're gonna give the glory and honor to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM. All right, until next time, shalom.
Shalom.